a lot has happened since I have last filmed a video.
As we begin our approach, please make sure that all seats are in the upright position and trays are put away.
So got on the plane, went off to Tokyo, competed at my very first Paralympic Games. It was an incredible experience, really, really emotional, a lot going on. You get thousands and thousands of athletes all into this one village, all into this one place, and everybody wants to win. And then just the whole general atmosphere of the games was really fun. The Japanese people did an incredible job hosting us. They made us feel really welcome.
This is so cute.
Come on, where's your son?
Oh! That's so cute.
And then the pool, guys. The pool was incredible. I'm gonna show you a clip from that right now. Here we go. Today is the day. The first time I walked into the pool, I actually cried because it was just so spectacular. It's way bigger than I ever could have imagined, and just being there at the Paralympics, about to race, about to compete, and achieve the one thing that I've wanted for so long, and in a venue that spectacular, it was really cool. And even though there were no spectators, like because of COVID, the stands were empty pretty much, the stadium still felt so incredible. And I think that definitely made my actual race day that much more, I guess, like unique and indescribable, really. I don't really have the exact words to describe how it felt, but on the race day, walking up to the block and seeing the empty stadium but feeling all the support from back home, the contrast of that was really incredible, and I was not expecting to feel so supported and just so cheered for and so loved in that moment. And that is something I'll definitely take away for, like, as one of my top highlights of the games.
Kids are going for Canada in 2.
The Paralympics have been postponed, our trials have been cancelled, the pools are closed, I have nowhere to swim.
The first heat of 2 in the women's 100-meter breaststroke SB6.
What was going through your mind in the 5 minutes before your first Paralympic race?
Say hi, Dad.
Hi, Danielle. Oh.
So my first race was on day 5. The swim meet's 10 days long, and it was my only individual race, and it was the 100 breaststroke. I was very excited, really ready, and so I woke up and I just felt this incredible peace. I felt so ready to race. I felt so ready to represent my country. I didn't know the time I was gonna go. I just wanted to enjoy the experience. And the one thing that Mike, my coach, said to me right before I left was, he said, as long as you can love every minute of it, that's a win. And that's what we came here for.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side, our fears
Heading off to the pool, first training session.
all the good times just begun.
I I remember being in the call room, and I was just trying to take it all in, and everyone is getting ready, everyone's super pumped and just really intense and focusing on themselves, and I just remember sitting there being like, wow, I am at the freaking Paralympic Games.
You and I, the future is bright.
That was what was going on through my head. I just was so in awe that God actually made that possible for me to be there, and that I was fulfilling a dream that I've had for pretty much my whole life.
Even in the hard time, you and I can weather any storm.
How does it feel like to go to Tokyo and be apart from everyone? That's really interesting because you are really far from everyone. You're in Japan and you're in a completely different time zone. When you're awake, your family's asleep. When your family's asleep, you're awake. And you definitely, living in a village, feel a lot more isolated from the outside world. You don't really know everything that's going on. You're not able to stay in touch with people because you're also focusing on your race. You're focusing on yourself. You're preparing. You're mentally preparing. So there was definitely a large disconnect from how I felt connected to my friends and family when I was in Tokyo. But on the flip side of that, I also felt incredibly supported, but I just didn't have that same contact with them that I normally do. So yeah, you can feel a little bit alone in that sense, but overall, it was, I was okay. In terms of Tokyo, the dining hall was incredible. Okay, I'm inside the dining hall. Gotta grab some gloves. I've never been to a games before, so I don't have previous experience. Apparently Rio wasn't as great, but Tokyo dining hall, waffles, French toast, sushi, dumplings, iced coffee, all in one meal. I'm here for that. We love that. We support that. We are on board for that. But yeah, no, anyways, it was incredible. So much food, so many different types of food. Ate so much sushi, ate too many dumplings, ate so many steam buns, ate everything, and it was great, and I loved it.
Hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through and through. No limit to what we can do.
I don't know about you guys, but when you're in Japan, sushi and dumplings and French toast, I'm living my best life over here. The dining hall's super safe, by the way. It's like you're all boxed in by these plexiglass individual seating areas. Most exciting thing about the Tokyo Paralympics this year. I think one of the most exciting things was that it was actually able to happen. And I think that there was so much uncertainty around if the Olympics were going to happen, and then if the Olympics had an outbreak, if the Paralympics would happen. So I think the most exciting thing was just that it happened, and that everyone who was there got to partake in the games and got to be there and represent the entire world. Because we overcame a lot in this pandemic as a nation and as an entire globe. And I think the Paralympics were just such a great celebration that we made it through, and that we're going to continue to succeed and make it through the rest of this pandemic. So it was just, the best part was being there, honestly. If you could swim against any non-swimmer, who would it be? Justin Trudeau. He is our Prime Minister of Canada, and I think it would be super funny to swim against him, and then the stakes would be that if he lost, I would take his place. Who inspired you to become a Paralympian? Also, you're awesome.
Into the lead. There's 40 metres to go. The crowd are going bonkers. Absolutely bonkers for Eleanor Simmons. Eleanor Simmons now 4 body length ahead of Victoria Arlen. Arlen, the world record holder, dropping back as Simmons charges again, extending the lead with 15 metres to go. There is no way she's going to tie up now. There is just about 5 metres to go. The gold is going to go to Eleanor Simmons. It does.
She definitely paved the way for a lot of people with dwarfism like myself to look at sport and see that they could achieve it. And what she's done for the sport, what she's done for the Paralympic movement, just as a whole, not even that she's an incredible athlete and she's won a ton of medals, but just who she is as a person really inspired me to kind of pursue the same thing, but also just made me excited that there was someone like me who could achieve something like that, like she's achieved. And so definitely Eleanor Simmons was a big inspiration in the beginning of my career. And now she's a friend, so that's even better. Okay, off to finals with Katerina. It is raining today for like the first time that we've been in Tokyo, like at least over a week.
Yeah.
So, wrapping our rain jackets, walking to the transport hall to get on the bus. Morgan's got 50 free tonight.
Woo!
Ora's got a 400 free. Woo! Alex got 400 free.
Woo!
We have relay practice.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. All right. You want to say anything to the vlog?
Hi vlog. Casey's great. She's a great person. Keep following, keep subscribing. I follow, I subscribe.
Oh. This is another good one. What would you say to your 16-year-old self? Looking back on yourself like that is a little embarrassing. You are not entitled to have the things that you want. I would tell my young self that, you know, Dee, you are not entitled to get this goal just because you're working hard and just because you feel like you should have it. And when I was 16, I would tell myself, or I would have thought that I would have become a Paralympian way earlier, and that I should have been going, and I should have gotten this, I should be this fast, I should be this, and God should be doing this for me, and this for me, and this for me. No. That's not always how it works. And I know that if I wouldn't have gone through everything I've gone through in the last few years, I would not have been in the position where I saw going to Tokyo as just a complete gift. I would have thought that I deserved it and that I had earned it, and I would have been a little bit too self-righteous about it. But I'm happy to say that that was not the case, and it was just an absolute blessing and a gift to be there. I'll end with this last question. What is my most special memory of my first Paralympic Games? And that was simply walking out onto the pool deck right before my race, walking to the blocks and just taking the biggest breath, looking up in the stands and just feeling so incredibly peaceful, excited, and just grateful that I was about to become a Paralympian. And then a very, very, very close second was being able to go to my first Paralympics with my best friend and getting to race in a relay with her and watching her win her bronze medal. Morgan won a bronze medal, by the way. No big deal, kind of cool. But going to experience the games with her was really awesome. And that was a close second. I think that's about it. That was my Tokyo experience. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep shining your lights, and I'll see you again next time on another episode of This Little Light.